Hi, I'm Jenny from the Missouri Star Quilt Company. Today I want to share with you a really fun project that stems from my childhood. It's making these traditional old Swedish hearts. They're just such a great fun craft, no sewing, and you can make them out of anything. I've made them for years. When I was a little girl, my grandmother showed my mother showed me, I've showed my children, and my children have shown their children. So this is one of those wonderful traditions that goes on and on. These are made typically out of any material. We've made them out of everything from wrapping paper to fabric. So today we want to show you in wool. We have these wonderful wool packets that come in all different colors. Look at some of these. These are just some of the colors, and they're just really fun to make them with. So to make these hearts, what you're going to need is 2 contrasting pieces of fabric. Now I have created a little pattern here that will be available to you in the description below, but really you can make these any size that you want to. I made them tiny so that they would fit on these little squares right here. And so let me show you how to do that. What we're going to do is we are going to fold our square in half, and we're going to get 2 sides out of, or 2 half hearts out of each square. You're just going to need a pair of scissors, and you're just going to trim this out. So I make sure my curve is lined up on the top, and I am just going to cut this out right here. So easy, just round the top, and that's why, you can really do it. You don't really need a pattern. You can really do it any size you want, because this is the shape you're looking for. Just a little round piece, and when it's unfolded, it's just a little long, a little oblong shape. So I'm going to cut one more here. Okay, so now you can see on this little pattern there are 2 lines right down the middle, and we're just going to cut straight up those. So we leave our piece folded in half, lay our pattern on the top, and we're just going to make 2 cuts. And you're going to do this on all pieces, so you'll end up with a piece that looks like this. It's got these 3 little cuts in it. So let's lay that on our green one as well. So now we just finished cutting the green one, and just to make sure that you guys see what I'm doing, I am going to do it one more time. So I have my little piece that I've cut in half, and I'm going to lay my pattern on it, and I'm just going to use these lines as a guide and cut straight up like this. And these are going to be your weaving lines. So we'll do it again with the red. Make sure they're folded in half. And I'm going to lay that on there. And then we're just going to cut this. And we're going to cut this. So to weave these hearts, it's really a simple process, but it seems a little confusing, so I'm just going to try really hard to show you and hope that you can get it from this. So normally when you weave, you go over and under, and this way you weave and you do go over and under, but you go in and out as well. So it gives you this 3D heart where it can open up and you can fill it with goodies. So you can see, that this is. And so you see on this first one, you're over, under, over, and the second one, it's, the opposite, and then the third one is just the same as the first one. So it's not hard at all. It's just a bit confusing. So we'll see if we can do it here. So I have my 2 pieces set right here, and the first one I'm going to put my red strip that is, it's folded in half. It's the doubled strip, and I'm going to put it on the outside of the green like this. Then I'm going to bring that green one. It's outside there, so we're going to the inside here. And then it should look like that. You can see that right there. And then the third one, we're going to put inside again. So that's how your first strip is going to look. That's the beginning of it. And then the next 2, the next one is just exactly the opposite, and the third one is just the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and you watch along. So there it is. We've finished that. I hope you were able to get that. This is such a fun craft and really an old traditional craft from the old country in Sweden. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on making traditional Swedish hearts from the Missouri Star Quilt Company.